For tonight's meal, we are having a mushroom omelette. So we've got some mushroom. I'm also going to put some red onion and also some low-fat cheese into the omelette. So I've got my eggs here. I'm going to use this Spray Light 1 cow spray, and then I'm going to serve the mushroom omelette with a side salad. So I'm going to start by just cooking the mushrooms and the onion, and then I will start making the omelette. So I've just whisked up 3 eggs and put them into the pan with a tiny bit of low-fat cheese. The mushrooms are all cooked, so I'm going to let this cook through, and then I'm going to put the mushrooms into the middle and fold it over. So that is tonight's meal, mushroom omelette. So the mushrooms are inside, and yeah, side salad. For tonight's meal, we are having these Chinese style pork steaks again. These are so tasty, and it's really easy just popping them in the air fryer. So I've cooked these in the air fryer. These are now cooked. I then have some green beans boiling in here, and I'm going to serve this with some instant mash. I may also make a small bit of gravy just to go on the mashed potato as well. But yeah, I'm loving these pork steaks at the moment. The flavouring on them is so tasty. If you are a regular watching my videos, you will know that we have these quite often in the week. They're only about £3.50, something around that for a pack of 4. So it makes for a cheap midweek meal that's tasty and filling. So yeah, I am really loving these at the moment. So that is tonight's meal, Chinese style pork steak with green beans, mashed potato and some gravy. For tonight's meal, we are having chilli. So I've got some frozen beef mince from Asda. I've got some tomato passata, some red kidney beans. I've then got some garlic cloves and a red onion. And I'm going to serve this with some of this long grain boil in the bag rice. Leo doesn't like chilli, but he absolutely loves spaghetti bolognese. So before I add in the kidney beans and the chilli flavouring, which I've just realised I haven't got out yet, I will take his mince out and cook some spaghetti pasta so he can have spaghetti bolognese. I will then add in the kidney beans and the chilli flavouring, which I'm going to get out of the cupboard now. So Leo's kindly helping me cook tonight. Doing a good job with that there. Leo's kindly helped cut up the onion. Doing a good job of being my little helper today, aren't you, Leo? Now we've got the red onion, the garlic, and Leo's just putting in some of this 1 cow spray oil. And then in a minute we will add in the frozen beef mince. Good job, Leo, aren't you? Does it smell good?
Yeah.
So there is Leo's spaghetti bolognese. Now I've taken his out, I'm going to add in the red kidney beans and then a small bit of this chili con carne flavouring. So that is tonight's meal, chili con carne and rice. I absolutely love chili, so I can't wait for this. And I've even got some left over for lunch at work tomorrow. For tonight's meal, we are having steak with homemade chips and corn on the cobs. So I've got some beef rump steak from Asda. This was 2 for £8. I've then got some potatoes, which I'm going to slice up and cook in the air fryer for some chips. And then I've got some corn on the cobs that I am going to boil in the saucepan. You can also do them in the air fryer, the same with the steak. But I think I'm going to have the steak in a frying pan, the corn in a saucepan boiling, and then I'm going to do the chips in the air fryer. So I've just sliced up all the potato into just kind of like wedge shaped slices, and I'm going to pop this into the air fryer with some spray oil and also some paprika just to give them a really nice flavouring. So I'm going to put these in the air fryer on the chip setting, and then I'm going to start off the steak. So the homemade chips are cooking nicely in the air fryer. I've now got the steak in the pan and the corn on the cob are boiling away nicely in the saucepan. I do like my steak well done. So yeah, I'll show you it now when it's all on the plate. I've actually just realised we have some mushrooms in the fridge. So I'm actually going to cut these up and pop in the pan with the steaks because I love mushrooms. And yeah, just make it a bit more filling. So that is tonight's meal: beef steak with some mushrooms, some homemade chips and a corn on the cob. Tonight's meal is actually at my brother's house. So I was here for the evening with all the family and we were thinking about getting a takeaway. Then I spontaneously said that I would cook for everyone. So I made chicken in black bean sauce with egg fried noodles. I started by chopping up the chicken breast, the peppers, the mushrooms and the red onion. I put them all into a pan together with some water to boil through. I then have some oyster sauce and soya sauce ready for when I make the black bean sauce. So yeah, I just let this all boil and cook through. Once it was finished, I drained out all the water and started making the sauce. In the saucepan here, I had some dried egg noodles, which I boiled. So here you can see that I have drained the water. I've added in the black beans, the soya sauce and the oyster sauce. I did also put a tiny bit of thickening agent in, and then it was ready to enjoy in the garden.